Hello everyone, Jeff with the Green Review here. Plants produce thousands of chemicals. You can identify hundreds of fruits, vegetables, and other plants by the chemicals that you can smell or taste. Some of these chemicals are meant to entice visitors to pollinate the flowers or eat the fruit to disperse the seeds. Some chemicals are meant to prevent the leaves from being eaten by animals. Other chemicals are produced to prevent infections from bacteria and fungi. Many of these chemicals are being investigated to determine if they can fight diseases and cancers in animals. Probably the biggest group of chemicals people use from plants are the alkaloids. More than 12,000 alkaloids are known to be produced by bacteria, fungi, plants, mammals, and sea animals. Although alkaloids acquire their names in many ways, they often start with a part of a plant name and end in the suffix -ine or -ine, as in caffeine. Many plants have more than one alkaloid, so the suffixes may end in aline, anine, iodine, inine, and many others. In plants, alkaloids have a variety of functions, such as regulating plant growth. Animals have many alkaloid-related substances, such as adrenaline, dopamine, histamine, serotonin, that can help regulate animal processes. Because of their similarities, plant alkaloids act on many metabolic systems in humans and other animals. Some are stimulants, such as caffeine, cocaine, nicotine, theobromine, found in chocolate, and theophylline, found in tea. What's your favorite alkaloid stimulant? Humans have been using plant alkaloids since ancient times. They've been used for medicines, recreational drugs, and poison arrow dart tips. Because the human body has the ability to break down many chemicals when exposed to low doses, many toxic alkaloids can be consumed in small quantities. Toxic amounts can accumulate when the body isn't fast enough to metabolize the chemicals or when there is damage to the body, such as liver damage. For instance, there's a lethal dose of caffeine in 200 cups of coffee. For more information on chronic toxicity, watch my video on pesticides. Most plant alkaloids seem to be present in plants to protect them from infection from fungi or being chewed on by birds, insects, and mammals. Most alkaloids have a bitter taste. Think of baking chocolate or cold coffee. That stops the munching before too much of the plant is eaten. If more is eaten, the toxin may cause sickness, such as vomiting, thus reinforcing the idea that it's a bad plant to eat. If even more is consumed, death can occur, thus preventing the animal from eating any more of the plant. Different plant tissues accumulate in different kinds of alkaloids and different amounts of the same alkaloid. So the bark, leaves, roots, or seeds may need to be harvested depending on which alkaloid is being used. Plants may have few alkaloids or other poisons in the fruit surrounding the seeds, so that animals will eat the fruit and carry the seeds away from the plant, while the seeds may be high in alkaloids to prevent them from being eaten. Apple, cherry, and peach seeds are high in, I don't know how to pronounce this, amyloidin, that breaks down into the highly toxic hydrogen cyanide when metabolized. There's very little poison in a few seeds, so large fruit-eating mammals are not affected, but small mice eating a lot of seeds, not the fruit, that could be affected. Most insect pests of plants stick to one family of plants. This may be due to their ability to metabolize the alkaloids produced by that family of plants, but not the alkaloids of other plant families. Some insects accumulate the plant alkaloids they consume as their own protection from predators, such as the monarch butterfly accumulating cardinaloid alkaloids as a caterpillar from the milkweed plant. The caterpillar and the adult butterfly both have the accumulated alkaloids that make them bitter tasting. Some animals make their own alkaloids for protection, such as bufotenin in the skin of some toads. Because of their toxicity, some alkaloids are used in pest control. Nicotine was used as an insecticide, but due to its toxicity in mammals, it's rarely used anymore. Strychnine has been used as a rodent control, but it also works on pest birds, such as pigeons. Even when not used in pest control, some common alkaloids are poisonous. Theobromine in chocolate is poisonous to cats, dogs, and horses. Much less toxic than the alkaloids are the plant flavonoids. They're involved in many plant processes. Flavonoids form the pigments that cause flowers and fruit to be yellow, red, brown, and blue. Flavonoids are secreted by roots in legumes, the clovers, beans, honey locust trees, redbud trees, and soybeans. They're using those to communicate with the rhizobia bacteria. The bacteria grows in the infected roots and converts nitrogen in the air into ammonia that benefits the plants. Recent research seems to indicate that flavonoids are anti-allergic, antibacterial, anti-cancer, antidiarrheal, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and antiviral. Wow! If even a small amount of those properties are true, we can be hopeful that we can come up with a lot of different medicines. Plants high in flavonoids include fruits that are blue or purple, yellow, orange, and red. Some high flavonoid foods include bananas, blueberries, and other berries, citrus, dark chocolate, onions, parsley, tea, and wine. Flavonoids don't seem to last long in the body, but as always, eat in moderation. Another group of plant chemicals are the essential oils. These oils are found in many plants and can be found in varying concentrations in bark, flowers, fruit, gums, leaves, peels, resins, roots, seeds, stems, and wood. A variety of methods are used to remove the oil from the plant. Steaming is a common method that can be done at home. The first step in the process may result in a water and oil mix called a hydrosol. It can be used as a fragrance or in other products. Lavender water, lemon balm, orange blossom water, and rose water are hydrosols. Essential oils are very concentrated, and some may be very toxic to people and pets, while others are used in foods for flavoring. Their toxicity makes some of them possibly useful for antiseptics. Many of these oils are also very volatile and are used for aromatherapy. So what's this mean to me? Plants produce an amazing pharmacopoeia of alkaloid chemicals that are beneficial to people. Quinine was the first effective drug against malaria. Vincristine is an anti-cancer drug, and respirin fights hypertension. Other alkaloid-based drugs include atropine, berberine, codeine, ephedrine, morphine, novocaine, quinidine, and many others. One of the reasons people want to save rare plants is so that chemists can determine if they have any alkaloids that could be produced and used for medicines. Another, what's this mean to me? The green chlorophyll on a sprouting potato is not harmful, but it indicates the potato is starting to grow. An actively growing potato produces toxic alkaloids that should be avoided by cutting off that section of the potato. Dormant potatoes have fewer alkaloids, and cooking destroys half of what's there, making potatoes edible. Another, what's this mean to me? Many chemicals in plants are similar to chemicals in animals. The plant chemicals may have an influence on the growth and development of cells and organs in animals. There may be interactions between the various plant chemicals themselves when they are in the animals. Many products that people use, such as skin care, hair care, toothpaste, air fragrances, vitamins, processed foods, etc., may have added plant chemicals in quantities that human bodies have not been exposed to in the past. These herbal chemical concoctions may affect human cells, hormones, and organs in ways that are difficult to measure, especially over long periods. We do not know the long-term effects of covering large areas of skin with large doses of plant products that in the past could only be eaten in small doses. Pregnant women and babies are at the most risk of having chronic toxicity problems with long-term, low doses of plant chemicals. And this is Jeff with the Green Review. Thanks for watching.